After spending 280 hours in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I decided it was time to end my journey. I closed the game, and I promptly uninstalled it. 280 hours is no small number, but even so, I was still leaving behind side content I hadn't completed. However, it became clear at a certain point that the game is designed with artificial length. Story quests were unnecessarily long, and a lot of the content required me to grind in order to access. There were even daily missions with exclusive currency in order to unlock gear, so I was in this game every day for a long time. It didn't help that I tend to seek out that side content first and wander when approaching an open world game, and I could have completed the game quicker if I hadn't took my time breathing in Old England. When I finally chose to return to the main story, I couldn't help but feel unsatisfied. You play as a Viking whose brother becomes maniacal on this idea that he's a god, but when you reach the final act and go to the place he had visions about, he caves in way too easily to your whims to leave and then essentially fades into the background. It didn't really feel like they paid off his character that well, and considering other endgame status, a lot of the rest of your work in the game didn't feel as well acknowledged. From the clan you were building to the love interest you were pursuing, there were also a lot of questions that remained unanswered at the end of the game. The worst thing for me, though, is the fact that there's no new game plus. Even after 280 hours, I was still considering doing another playthrough in order to see how other decisions, however minor, would affect things and get a chance to use all the armor and weapons I had grinded for all that time in a fresh playthrough from the beginning. It's criminal to me to not have a new game plus feature when you can spend this amount of time in the game, and learning that feature was absent was when I installed the game. That isn't to say that I didn't find parts of AC Valhalla enjoyable. There were definitely highs in different parts of the story, and the DLC stories were fascinating and fun. Even the visuals really encapsulated and immersed me into this world. But there weren't enough of those instances to justify a playthrough in which your progress doesn't carry over into a second play, and unfortunately, I will never return to this game.